Hello everybody, I'm TychoCelchuuu and welcome to a Company of Heroes 2 Shoutcast. This is a special, well, I'm not sure how special it is. We're going to learn how to counter snipers is the idea. I saw this replay, something in my throat, posted on companyofheroes2.org, and it was posted by Mike C, who you may remember from my previous Noobcast, and he says, how do I counter snipers? So because it always makes more sense for me to download a replay and record myself talking over it rather than just type stuff out in simple, straightforward terms, I figured I would do exactly that, download the replay and talk over it. So his opponent today is Envy, the Soviets. Mike C is playing as the Ostherr, and we are on Kolodny Ferma, the 1v1 match that's in the snow. I believe the plan is to have snow and non-snow versions of all these maps in Company of Heroes 2, or maybe most of the maps. And I'm pretty sure Kolodny Ferma had a non-snow version in the alpha, if I'm remembering correctly. My memory is not so great, but right now we only have snow for Kolodny Ferma and summer or spring or whatever it is for Pripyat. What would be cool if there was snow in winter and then spring and then summer and then fall, but then in spring and summer and fall it was all just the same. And so by cool, I guess I don't really mean cool. But if the maps look different, that'd be nice. Like there could be funny colored trees in the fall, and then in the spring there could be like birds, and then in the summer it would just be like a bunch of kids who are off from school and fucking up the internet. So we have Soviets probably doing a better job right now to capture this fuel straight off the bat, and that's what you want to be doing, especially on Kolodny Ferma. Any 1v1 map you play, you want to go for one of the fuels directly, even go for two of the fuels. Mike C has meandered sort of all around outside his base, just capturing these three strategic... Oh god, I took a screenshot. Just capturing these three strategic points. You can get these later, or on your way to the fuel. You don't need them now. So we're going to have an engagement between these grenadiers, and the combat engineers and the grenadiers will win that. But it's not going to do him much because he doesn't have the fuel. Now he's moving in on the fuel, so that's good. And unfortunately for the Soviets, he didn't follow up this fuel cap with a conscripts squad to hold it. So what you want to do is once you capture this fuel, you want to follow that up with some sort of way to hold it. If you're Ostherr, you can send in your MG42 or even your grenadiers to fight over it, and then if you're Soviets, you send in your conscripts. This Soviet player sucks at this game. He's built two... Well, no, that's not fair. So strategies are new. Everyone's trying out new stuff. People have weird build orders, and that's not wrong. There's genuine innovation to be had. This is an exciting time for Company of Heroes 2, and these two snipers are standing in the exact same pose, and they appear to be clones. Very odd. And thank you, Relic, for making stupid, like, sexy standing animations. Jesus Christ. You can't even make a real-time strategy game without objectifying women. But in any case, he's got snipers out first and a scout car, so that's a tricky little strategy we've got. So the Soviet's not a complete idiot. He's actually got a plan. But he's going to pay for it in map control. We have Mike C, despite his early capping failures, now grabbing both fuels. And we're going to have to see if the Soviets are able to come back from this with this scout car sniper thing. Can units inside a scout car take damage? I'm fairly certain they can if you get some lucky hits. But we'll have to see. In the kangaroo carrier days of Company Heroes, Tales of Valor, they can't take damage. Whoa, what are you retreating for, buddy? Run towards it. Okay, so let's start getting into the how to counter snipers part of this replay, because I figured it would be longer till we had to do that, but this guy actually rushed a sniper. So I like to divide sniper counters into 5 basic groups, like food, but don't eat them. Basic group number 1, infantry. Basic group number 2, vehicles. Basic group number 3, snipers. Basic group number 4, indirect fire. And basic group number 5, mines and potentially other explosives, mostly mines. So we'll go through them backwards because they're in order of increasing complexity, or decrease, whatever. Mines will take out snipers if the sniper runs over a mine. Maybe the Soviets will survive if they go over a sniper, because they go over a mine, especially if their sniper squad is split up. These people move in tandem, and right now you see how close they are, but sometimes squads move out fairly spread out, and so chances are a Soviet could survive a mine hit. I'm not sure. I've never really built snipers, and I haven't seen them used so much, so it's tough to know. But mines will at least destroy the German snipers, potentially fuck up the Soviet snipers, and it's a fairly small munitions investment for the Soviets. Ostherr doesn't really have a lot of stupendous mines right now to take out snipers. Their anti-infantry mines are actually the Ostherr anti-infantry mines will do, I think, good damage against snipers. It's just that if your opponent's good, they'll realize they're there. and walk around, but it's not trivial to walk around that. So good job by Envy scouting up front with these engineers and using the snipers to try and pick off these people in the buildings. Unfortunately, they changed it so the snipers have horrific accuracy versus people in the buildings, so they're probably going to be firing all day, especially given the Soviet snipers. Oh wow, they're actually doing not so bad, getting some lucky criticals. So there you go, and now they're going to hop in the scout car. So mines, that's a way to take out snipers. If your opponent's spamming snipers, build some mines on either the main thoroughfares or in cover that you expect your opponent to micro their sniper into, because snipers cloak and cover, so that's the thing. Second thing, artillery, another indirect fire. If you're constantly spamming your opponent with artillery, like, let's be honest, it's going to be a mortar or something when the snipers are out, you can get lucky and catch the snipers. They have such low health, 40 health compared to 80 health for every other unit in the game, that your chances are a lucky mortar shell will take out a sniper, and that's obviously going to be very cost effective. So mortar is another indirect fire, not terrible against snipers. This is really early on these Panzerschrecks. I guess he wants to fight off the scout car without fausting them, so it's kind of interesting. Typically you just want to faust these things. Your munitions, it looks like we see a faust pulling out, but that's a bad news when you're under fire from snipers. See, look, one faust pretty much takes them out, and now this sniper squad's out in the open, and cloaked, running away. Focus fire the sniper, focus fire the sniper, focus fire the sniper, focus fire. Okay, well, too late. So, indirect fire, that's your fourth option. These scout cars are fucked now, by the way, that these Panzer Fausts are out, and he might lose this squad, so that'd be bad. But yeah, opponent makes the right choice, probably. Okay, so indirect fire. What was number 3? Snipers. So your snipers can shoot the enemy snipers. The metagame is really weird for this, because obviously the Soviets have 2. He was building a thing, so this guy's terrible. Don't build an OP. Was he building a thing? I think he was. That's what caught on fire. Don't build an OP when your opponent's got Panzerschrecks right outside the OP. Snipers will fight snipers. Soviet snipers good at fighting German snipers. German snipers kind of actually good at fighting Soviet snipers. I used to think they were useless, but people have told me that you know, they fire once and then their fire rate is enough that they can sometimes get off another shot before the Soviet sniper fires back, and so don't lose your grenadier. So chances are German snipers versus Soviet snipers, you can make it work. What you want, obviously, in a sniper battle is just like the original Company heroes. You want to get the first shot off. You can get the first shot off by scouting your opponent's sniper, and that's as simple as it gets. And uh-oh, now we have guards rifle, so this scout car that he just bought is going to be in trouble. So now that's a good time to move on to number 2 way to take rid of snipers, which is the 4th in our list. And okay, sniper versus sniper, I maybe wouldn't recommend it as much, because unless you have good micro. But wow, oh, you're fucked. AT rifles driving around the scout car, that will just murder light vehicles. So sniper versus sniper, we're done. Light vehicles, or vehicles versus snipers. So tanks will crush snipers, that's pretty hilarious. If you can get that happening, so do that. Light vehicles in general are just stupendous at humping, oh god, I didn't mean to say that, at hunting down snipers, just like in the original Company heroes, where a jeep and a bike were almost hard counters to snipers. They're missing from this game, but in place of the jeep and the bike, we do have cheap and fast vehicles. They're fast because you're not going to be taking to anything else. So you see we have half-tracks and SDKFC scout cars. The half-track comes with a machine gun on the top, and you can put people inside it for extra killing power. Probably want flame and pyos in there, and obviously you can upgrade it into a dragon with 2 flamethrowers on it, so that will just destroy snipers. It'll murder snipers, and the scout car that he bought will also murder snipers. Those are oh, and then on the Soviet side, your scout car that you buy here, those will kill snipers. They have the machine gun on top. You load flame pioneers or penal squads with flamethrowers into those, and those will murder snipers. And well, that's sort of it for the Soviet light vehicles until you get to, I don't know, the half-track or something. But any light vehicle where really murder a sniper, you just drive it up to them and shoot. It's not exactly the most complicated thing in the world, so that's a way to counter snipers. And the only reason it didn't work for Mike C here is because the guard's rifle just murder light vehicles, and so he didn't have his own light vehicle out early enough to hunt down the snipers, and by the time he got into battle, the guard's rifle were here. And so that's just bad if your opponent's going to guard's rifle doctrine. But the trick to, if they do that and you get stuck with that, what you want is to just keep your vehicles away from the guard's rifle at all costs, because if they get too close, not only will they shred you up with their AT guns, they can also button you, and it's just terrible. So snipers are really doing a number on these guys. Now, finally, vehicles are kind of obvious, and if you can make them work, it's sort of easy mode for countering snipers. But finally, we move to probably the most important part of this lesson about how to counter snipers, because it's going to be the most common thing It's also going to be more universal in situations where vehicles cannot work, where mines cannot work, where snipers don't work, or you don't want to build them. This is not good. If you didn't have Panzerschrecks, maybe that could happen. We get to the final lesson, which is infantry. Using infantry to counter snipers, which is what Mike C is hopefully going to be able to get going at some point in this match, and maybe not. So, the trick to using infantry to counter snipers is, so in some, run at them, okay? Like, the basic goal is you want to be running at them. Just find the sniper, move towards them. These Panzer Grenadiers moving the wrong direction. This is not even moving, so by default, you're not moving the right direction. Moving away, not okay. Moving laterally, not okay. You don't have a lot of other options in terms of moving. Don't hide in a building. Don't get behind cover. Don't hit the dirt. Run. Straight toward... Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep running. Run, 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 run. Good, good. Get closer. Get closer. Now focus fire. Focus fire. Don't... Okay, yes. Well, yeah, look, you took out one of the guys. See? And you force the retreat. Oh, actually, holy shit, that's not a retreat. That's a thing the snipers have to move. Let's click on these guys. Oh, man, sprint. That's bullshit. 6 munitions? Okay, well, that's stupid. Keep running, though. I'm not sure why he paused here. That's a terrible, terrible idea against snipers. Run at them. Run, yes, run, run. Look it. Forced him off. That's what you want to do. Force the sniper off by running at him. A running away sniper is a useless sniper, and they have such low health that when they hit the retreat button, just keep chasing them. Or stop firing and shoot at them if there's one guy left, and you have a sort of... Okay, so, yeah, that's tricky. When they retreat, do you keep chasing them, or do you start focus firing? And when do you start focus firing, even if they're not retreating? So if they're not retreating, you're just going to kill them, right? If you're running at a sniper, the sniper doesn't retreat, you're going to kill the sniper. And to find out where the sniper is, we'll swap back to Mike C so we can do this next time. To find out where the sniper is, every time you shoot them, you get a little notification over here on the left, unit sniped. Just click on that, that'll jump straight to the sniper. So then order all your units to move in that direction. God, why are you OPing this? It's going to blow up. So run at the sniper, that's step 1. Step 2, sniper's going to retreat. Or it's going to die, right? But if it dies, you're done. If the sniper retreats, then you have to figure out, do you want to stop running and click on the sniper to focus fire it, or do you want to keep running? So the benefit of stopping and focus firing on the sniper... Oh, by the way, so what you want to do first when the sniper starts retreating, they'll be uncloaked, of course, so first issue an attack order. Then, if you want to keep chasing, immediately issue a move order. I incorrectly stated in the past that units issued a move order will choose their own things to attack. Someone pointed out that they changed this in Company Heroes 2. Now if you tell a unit to move while attacking, it'll attack what you told it to. I'm not 100% sure if that actually works or not, but try it, okay? If it doesn't work, blame the other person who gave the tip. But, okay, so first, when the sniper starts retreating... Ooh, that's painful. If you're up against 2 sniper squads, don't run around with 2-man squads. That's just common sense right there. When the sniper starts retreating, issue an attack order, then keep chasing it. And the reason you would eventually stop chasing a sniper, unless if it gets too hairy, then you stop chasing a sniper, right? But the reason you would stop chasing a sniper is when you stop moving and issue the focus fire command, or just the attack command. Really it's going to be a focus fire, right? Because you're going to have people in the squad firing at the sniper. When you do that, your accuracy is going to go up because they're going to stop moving. Now the problem with this is that often if you're moving a unit, like let's say these grenadiers are moving along and they see someone and you're like, hey, attack those guys. The grenadiers often are not going to just stop and shoot their guns. They're going to be like, yes, commander, right away, commander, and then they'll like jump behind this log. Then the guy will move out and he'll go prone in the street, and then he'll stand up and move forward a bit, and then he'll get behind this bush. Units are just dumbasses. Like, they're not going to really stop and fire half the time when you tell them to stop and fire. So it kind of comes down to luck, really, is what happens, because your accuracy goes up when you stop and fire, but it doesn't give you 100% accuracy, so you might still miss. Your accuracy, but you can't... Here comes the squishing. See, this is how you use a T-34 when it comes out, and you force the retreat, crush some people. Your accuracy goes up, but there's just no way to know whether the accuracy bump you get is going to be enough to kill the sniper. One good rule of thumb is if you have automatic weapons, so the Panzer Grenadier guns, the Pioneer guns, what else for the Germans? Oof, Germans don't have very much infantry. They have Panzer Grenadiers and Pioneers and Grenadiers. So Panzer Grenadiers or Pioneers with the automatic guns move towards the snipers probably because those get less accurate at longer ranges. So you want to keep the range distance as close as possible. This is going to be painful. Don't upgun this unless you're fighting light vehicles. Never, never, never. It makes it worse against infantry. And he's not fighting light vehicles. He's fighting snipers and finally a tank. So rule of thumb, automatic weapons, definitely run it towards a sniper. Weapons that have to stop and fire, so the DP-27s for the Guards rifle, who they don't have it right now, the LMG-42 for the Grenadiers, those have to stop and fire. If you're fairly close to the sniper, then it's totally worth it to stop and fire, because if your unit sets up the DP-27 or the LMG-42 in enough time, takes a second or two, and then gets a burst on the sniper, chances are it'll kill the sniper, because you'll fire so many shots that some of them are bound to hit, and the sniper has such low health that the sniper is more or less bound to die. So things that you have to stop and fire, probably I recommend stopping and firing. Come on, crush those guys. Ooh, yeah, back that ass up. Oh yeah, I love seeing that. So then for the things in between, so the bolt-action rifles that the Grenadiers come with, the semi-automatic rifles, the G43s that you can upgrade people with, the conscripts with their bolt-action rifles, the Guards rifle with their bolt-action rifles, or maybe they have semi-autos, SVTs. Oh man, it's Crush City, motherfuckers! This poor T-34 hasn't even gotten a kill yet. It's just like, hey, I want to play, hey, I crushed a guy. I'm a good guy. Okay, so Mike C is fucked now. For the bolt-action rifles, I don't know. It's a toss-up. You get to use your own decision-making capabilities. Do you want to chase? Do you want to focus fire? I think chasing is probably going to be good, especially if you have a long way to run. So, like, if you force a sniper here to retreat and you chase him, you know, maybe you'll get, like, down to here or something before the sniper gets out of range and you can't stop firing. If you're right here and you force a sniper to retreat, don't chase. Then the machine gun will shoot you. So use your common sense. If the sniper's about to round a corner or something, obviously keep chasing them. If the sniper's in a wide open field and they're fairly close to you, and you'll have a lot of shots before they run away, maybe focus fire. I don't know, try and get a feel for it. But step one is always run straight towards the sniper. But Tycho, you say, what if it's hard to run straight towards the sniper? Here's a new T-34 that they put, new rec in the game. What if it's hard to run towards the sniper? They got a lot of machine guns and stuff. And the answer, my friend, is strategy, right? That's when playing the game comes in. If killing snipers were always just as easy as running towards them, you'd be fine. But Mike C really did not run towards the snipers enough in this match. That was the big issue. And if they're in the cars, then just Faust the cars. Don't wait until you upgrade the munitions. 150 for the Panzer Shreks. The Panzer Grenadiers are just going to get sniped while they try and do that. So get the Grenadiers in close to those M20s and Faust the cars, and that'll kill the car, and then you can kill the sniper inside. So run at them. Come at me, bro. That's how you deal with snipers. I hope I've helped you in your Company of Heroes 2 exploits, and I just have to say I really enjoy it when opponents build snipers against me because it's very hard to use them correctly now in this game. So run at them. You'll probably get some kills, and things will go really well for you. I will see you when I see you. Bye, everybody.